Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Zalick, and today I'm here to talk to you about physical inventory counting and all of the problems that comes with it, and how they can all be solved by using the Attivo All-in-One package powered by SAP Business One. Physical inventory counting. The list of challenges could go on and on, but here are just a few to highlight what everyone faces every single time they do it. So it's a time-consuming process that involves many people and resources within your organization. You also have to be extremely prepared and very organized in order to do these counts, or else it's mayhem across the warehouse. Then, whenever you actually do these counts, you might have inaccuracies. However, these inaccuracies could be prevented if you have been doing your cycle counting. But then, cycle counting. When and what do you count? This is always a question no one ever knows how to answer. If you do these, whenever you do your full physical count, you'll have less variances at the end of the year. But can you see that improvement? No. So you need a report that shows you how have I been improving through my cycle counting throughout the whole year, and what does my full inventory count look like at the end of the year. So I'm going to show you how these all can be improved by using SAP Business One right out of the box. Alright, jumping into SAP, you're going to have your cycle count determination window. This window displays all of your warehouses, and then you can choose how you would like to cycle these items and count them. So for this example, on line 5 for our bin warehouse, we can choose to either count this by item group or by the different aisle, shelf, or levels. After we've set up our cycle count codes, then we can move over to the cycle count recommendations selection criteria window. This window allows you to select which cycle codes, and then you can also further define this selection criteria by item groups, specific items, specific vendors, and so on. You can also only count certain warehouses. So if I only wanted to count 2 of my 5 warehouses, I could do that. Or if I just wanted to count a single warehouse, I can do that as well. So for this example, we're only going to count our consignment warehouse. And then once you select OK, over on the right, you will get a recommendation list. And these are all of the items based on our selection criteria that we entered in the previous window. So once you OK this list, you can select the inventory counting button, and then the inventory counting document will open up. Here we have our inventory counting document open. So as you can see, we have these various items, and these have been pulled in automatically by SAP Business One based on our selection criteria and our cycle codes. So you will first enter your counted quantities in the counted quantity column, and then SAP will automatically display the variances if there are any, and you can see that by quantity and percentage. So now that we have variances, we need to notify SAP Business One where to update the inventory levels for these specific items. So we're going to select the copy to inventory posting to do so. Within the inventory posting window, notice that there's only 3 items. That is because those were the only 3 items in our last window that had a variance. So here we are going to post the differences in order to update our inventory for the correct amounts. So let's say you've been doing your cycle counts and you did your full physical inventory count. But how do you know if you've improved through your cycle counting throughout the year? Well, this inventory counting transactions report is a great tool to use. It breaks it down by each item, and you can see in which warehouses. So let's take line 3, for example, for the JB office print. We can see in March 12th that it was counted, and we counted 1,300, but we had a negative variance of negative 21 items. So we had to account for that. Jumping forward to October 8th, we counted 785 items, but we had a positive variance of 100. So that could have meant that either we did not count them before, we lost them, or something crazy happened to them. So this report gives you a breakdown of how you're doing those cycle counts and if you're improving. This report can also be used to create your cycle count determination. So you can use this and see, hey, we're losing so much of this item, we should probably count this more often, and so forth. So there's a lot of great tools built into SAP Business One already that can help you with managing your inventory. So let's revisit those problems that we looked at beforehand. So we've tackled cycle counting, when and what to count. This can be achieved with SAP by the recommendations window, and it can be simplified and faster for your business. It also puts it into an organized process for both cycle counting and full physical counting. And with a few clicks, we can easily update those high value and high velocity inventory variances. With those variances, you're going to want to see a report. So SAP Business One, we have a bunch of reports that we can look at, and we can see our loss of inventory and other inventory stats. So with SAP Business One, we get increased efficiency and accuracy for both cycle counting and full physical inventory counts.